Hey guys, Love Them Knives channel here, LTK. What do you think? Bestech Torpedo. Well, Bestech, they're doing it more and more and more. They just keep coming out with the hits. This is an interesting knife. It's called the Torpedo, okay? So it's a D2 blade. This is satin. It looks like stone wash on the flats. G10 scales. This is black G10. No backspacer. There's your standoffs. Check out your pocket clip. Deep carry, right hand, tip up. And can you go left hand? Well, yeah, obviously. You can swap it over to a left hand tip up carry. So take a look at it. Obviously not the piercing champion. Kind of a little bit like a sheep's foot style blade. Very tall grind. Yes. And yes. Okay. So it's relatively sharp out of the box. Here's the box. No, it was just like BG17A. Wow, heck with it. You know what? I should have not printed it out. But yeah, BG17A-1. $52, whatever. White Mountain Knives. Get yours there because with the LTK discount code, you can get 10% off. So it'd be $5.20, and whatever that would do would get you down into the 40s. Materials, D2, black G10, steel pocket clip, steel liners, stone wash with satin, ceramic bearings. I didn't take this one apart, but hey, it looks like they've gone in there and skeletonized the liners. Done a very good job with that. There's your lockup on this thing. That's heavy duty. That's 50% if it's anything. Look at these cutaways. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? On both sides. So gives you a pass through here as well. I mean, there's no jimping or anything on that liner, but it's still pretty easy to disengage. Flipping, yeah, pretty easy. Now, of course, it's not an overly stiff detent, but it's not that light either for this knife. It's pretty intuitive, the flipper is, and it's got some jimping on the front. It's kind of far forward here, but it's still easy to grab because it's not that big of a knife. It's not that big. Where are you, Rex? Get over here. Smaller than the PM2 by a whole bunch, right? This is like a 4.3 inch handle, and obviously less than a 3.5 inch blade. So much smaller than the Paramilitary 2. All right, so how big is it? Well, we'll find out. Yeah, 3 1/8 inch blade at best. So 80 millimeters, maybe 7.5 overall. So it's, it's 3/4 of an inch shorter than the Para 2. 19 centimeters overall. A big knife would be 22 centimeters, something like that. So it's not that big. Nice thick steel liners, look well finished. Like I said, I didn't take this one apart. Got ceramic bearings on it. I don't know if I could throw this one out. Let me try. Oh man, no. That's pretty good detent. Small knife, locked in there pretty good. And I like the design. It's the lines flow. I don't know. I don't think I like it as well as the Paladin. I don't think I like it as well as the Hornet. Probably not as much as the Swordfish. Here's the Paladin. I really like this. Such an all-purpose, real beauty. That lanyard is optional. It's an LTK special, and I threw another one on my green. But the Hornet, I mean, I just can't let go of these two. These are so nice. I really like them. Should have a swordfish too. Really like that too. But you know, these are really good looking knives. I'd say, you know, my two top of the G10, in case you were wondering. This one, nah, not so much. But it's grippy here. You've got this ribbed surface on the G10, and this just takes a particular type of person that wants a little smaller knife. You know, it's definitely smaller than the Paladin. Probably smaller than the Hornet, God only knows. Yeah, smaller than the Hornet. So it's smaller, probably a lot lighter. And let's go to that. Let's see what we got here. Turn on the scale. So it's some lighter. It's not obviously a lightweight champion, but yeah, it's 119 grams. That's not like overly crazy light. So let's go back to ounces. 4.2. Let's throw the Hornet on here. Try and, yeah, 5.6. Paladin, come on, buddy. This should be a little lighter. Yeah, this isn't that, and I'm messing with the thing, but the lanyard thing, but you know, it's close to about the same weight, even though it's a much larger knife. So yeah, you can see how they have these thick steel liners on here. Check out the Paladin. See, where they've done is they have inset thinner liners inside the scale, so it gives it a slender profile, and it also reduces the weight a bunch. When you got these thick scales on top, you know, or under the full G10, then you've got more weight coming in there. So these are almost the same weight. This one is a bunch more, but see, they got the full liners, which, to tell you the truth, I do like these full steel liners. Actually, I would have preferred them that way on the Paladin. I know that sounds crazy, but I do like the exposed steel liners. I actually do like this look better. Pocket clip doesn't look like much of a problem from a hotspot standpoint. And ergos are pretty good. Got a little bit of a choil here for sharpening, so that should be good. Yeah. Now, let's see how fat it is. Feels kind of thick in the hand. Yeah, 0.56, you know, that's, you know, 0.45 is the PM2, paramilitary 2, so 14.3 millimeters. It's pretty fat in the hand for no taller than, I mean, no longer than it is. Yeah, 3.1 millimeter. So, not necessarily a very thick blade stock. Easy one-hander, open and close, but that detent, whew, I'll tell you what, I think that's, this particular, I mean, I don't know how much the detent's gonna vary between knives, but if they're all like this, and you like a strong detent knife, you're gonna like this knife, because I'm not interfering with it here. I mean, there's no lock bar exposed over here. You can't mess with it because it's a liner lock, so it will be what it will be. But that is a 6.5. It's, you know, it's strong. It's pretty strong. Most knives I deal with are 4.5 to 5.5. But this is 6.5, maybe approaching a 7. I don't think you can throw this knife out. If you can, yeah, you can play in the MLB, I think. Professional baseball. No, you know, that is pretty strong. So, yeah, and it's not a very big knife. It's not terribly light, you know, so I don't know how to feel about it. My own feelings about it personally are, nah. I mean, I can live without it. I like so many of the other Bestech models that this just doesn't hit it. I mean, the Predator, I mean, some of the, you know, the Starfighter, the Predator, some of their titanium ones, you know, are really, really cool. I could go on, but you know, and then the Toucan and some of the other that I was just talking about, Swordfish, etc., and Paladin, Hornet, yeah. So yeah, In any case, this one's just another model, just in case somebody's interested and they haven't found the shape that they were looking for. There you go, or the size that they were looking for. Well, here's something different. So it's definitely something different. It's not something that I'm all gaga about, but it is what it is. It's another design. There's nothing wrong with the design. It flows. It's just not to my taste. Right, Flanagan? And if you want to get one, hey, they got them at White Mountain Knives. But, check out all the Bestech knives on White Mountain Knives and use that LTK discount code for 10% off. In fact, that code will get you 10% off on whatever knife you want, whether it's a Benchmade knife, a Riot knife, whatever. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Flanagan and I, we got to get out of here. You know what we do around here. We love them knives. So you guys, until next time, stay sharp.